Hello there, Internet. It's Teedler, back for another episode of Tyler Squared. On this episode of Pikmin, we're doing Day 2 in the Forest of Hope. I'd like to point out, I was really repetitive in the last video because I had to do it twice. Really sorry about that. I'll try to do better. It'll be a lot easier when I'm only recording once and, doing it live. So sorry about... Anyway, so here is the Forest of Hope. Fun fact, if I'm correct, for at least Pikmin 1 and 2, all the areas from Pikmin 1 are in Pikmin 2. Okay? Most noticeable is Perplexing Pool, in my opinion. I don't know if this is true for Pikmin 3. Anyways, here's the talking about the onion follows you, controller, good time. So, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go get, I don't know, all my Pikmin. Anyways, here you see a net wall. That is the old design for those of you who played Pikmin 3. This is what you used in Pikmin 1 and 2. It was not dirt. That is a pellet posy in yellow. They were slower. Anyways, off in the distance, those little red guys you see there, those are dwarf bulborgs. They are the Goomba, I would say, of the Pikmin series. They are, their name is based off of Olimar's dog, Bulby, who looks like one of them. Or the other way around, anyway, to Olimar. So, there's also a larger red Bulborg, or spotted Bulborg, I think. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the back. You can almost see it. It was like there for a blink and you missed it. Anyways, so, the 13-minute trial timer thing started. I'm slipping up on words. Anyway, so, yeah, that started this day. Okay, there's a dolphin. That grass, I'll talk about that later. The dwarf Bulborg and the spotted Bulborg are actually two different species according to Pikmin 2 Piclopedia and the in-game credits. The dwarf Bulborg is part of the breadbug family, and the bigger one is part of the grubdog family. The dwarf Bulborg mimicking the larger for protection. Also, you want to get rid of those little ones really fast, because if you don't, they have a nasty habit of squealing, which wakes up the larger one. Okay, anyways, I'm going to go over the basics of killing that thing. The easiest way is to toss one right on top of it, which I fail to do here. And if you do, it kills it instantly, which is great. In Pikmin, you do not have a lock mechanism, but you do have the ability to use the C-stick to swarm, I would say. I would say swarm, where you can control the Pikmin. This isn't in Pikmin 3 doing an increased to a better AI. Let's see, do I get that there? No, I miss it. Yeah, kill it. I'm going to do a little bit of sequence breaking in a couple minutes, I guess, which saves me time. Anyways, as you notice, you have truly 29 days to collect 29 parts, which leaves you about a part per day. Although it's really easy to get more than one part per day. So, there they are. As you see there, that one that made a little squealy noise and quit. That is what happens when we toss one on top. You have tin can with bomb rocks. I'll go over there. And there is the first ship part you were supposed to collect. As you may or may not know, depending on whether or not you play the games, pellet posies, pellets, and enemy corpses are used to give you more Pikmin. Which, yeah, so that's it. There's a red one there. Red pellet posy, 10. I believe the biggest scene in-game is a 20 pellet posy, but I don't think that's until Pikmin 2. But pellet posy, the pellets come in various numbers. I think the highest actually being 20, but I don't know all the details of it. Anyways, so, yeah, it's going to take 40 Pikmin, as I've already said before. Yeah, that is the required number over the maximum number. And again, the higher number, the faster, the least amount of time it will take to move the item from point A to B. Which, food items, like corpses and posy pellets, go to the onion, while ship parts go to the ship. There are... I don't know, I'm not going to talk about that yet. Don't want to spoil it. Anyway, this is Captain Olimar. This is the game with, I would say, considerably the least efficient Pikmin plucking system, because they take the longest to grow, and you have to do it all as one person. You don't get the AI to help you out at all, but that's okay. It's all part of the challenge. Anyways, well, I don't know. I'll bring something up as it happens. I talk about the HUD later. Okay, so yeah, that's the Pikmin making their noises. You stand in the beam of light to get your Pikmin. That's the cameras doing whatever. So this is where I go and seek and break. I take all of my Pikmin and I throw them up there. I start throwing up the thing. I just know that's not what I want to do. So I use the C-stick to swarm them near Olimar, and then I throw them, which due to the way the throwing works, it's faster to do it like that, because the closer they are to Olimar. Yeah, that happened a couple times. But there's the bigger bulborg I was talking about. They're not really bosses or anything. They're just kind of common enemies. They're like, I guess, Koopa Troopas. I don't know. You need a lot more Pikmin to kill them. There was no locking mechanism, really. It was just kind of, you gotta place it here to be effective. I pull this one off really bad, because I haven't played the game in a little while. Because I didn't want to do another run-through, and then, you know, yeah, all that stuff. So, I messed up right here, and I'm losing a lot more Pikmin than I usually do. So, what's really effective is to throw them all onto its back. So, I didn't really go over the properties of the red Pikmin earlier, but their properties are that they are fire resistant, and thus immune to fire and fire-based attacks. And, they have a 1.5 damage multiplier on them. So, these guys really do end up being your, like, main driving force of your Pikmin army. And here I realized, oh no, I didn't save enough Pikmin. So there's the shock absorber. I don't think that one appears on the ship, but I might be wrong. So I leave them there. Anyways, you can see there's a cursor there. Pellet posies, another pellet. I'll grab, like, all of them. I don't know what I was thinking, just, yeah. So that was, like, I was not very good at timing all this. So anyways, I'm gonna go run back. Alright, so I derped up there and messed up with the audio, so I'm gonna go bring my Pikmin back to where they need to go. I'm gonna go walk around there. I believe you're supposed to use blues to get this part. Those are rocks. I'll talk about those when I go over the feature later. I feel like I'm making these a lot more important than they really are. But, you know, I'm gonna keep you guys guessing. But anyways, I don't know what Mr. Tyler's first Let's Play is. If you want to leave, like, suggestions in the comments, I planned on doing the second quest of Wind Waker HD after this. Just so you guys know. Although I'm also torn between, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which I just got today. Yeah. That was really weird. So anyway, yeah, so I went to pick up Dream Team, and then we went to this old game store that we have, and I looked in their display case and like, oh, it's like, oh, it's like $20. Like, I'm gonna go get that. Like, nope. Guess what? Like, cause I thought it said it was $18.99. Turns out I can't read thingies. Like, no, it's only $10.99. Like what? It's only like $11.70. Like, ah, man, this is the bomb. Yeah. Paying like half of what I expected. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get some Pikmin there. You use the B button to whistle, collect them back. A button is your throw, and then X is your dismiss, and Y is your radar. You talked about that earlier, I believe. Sorry, I didn't go over that. Anyways, so yeah. I think I can talk about whatever. I don't know when I talk about that. Anyways, so in the bottom left corner, when that is done going there, you'll see a picture of Olimar. That green circle is his health. When that all goes away, you are done for the day and it is over. Any Pokemon that are not in the circle of safety I had talked about earlier, or in the ground, are considered left behind and die, including the ones in his party. I think that was funny that happened there. So where was I? That was a tongue fart, by the way, where you go, raspberry. Anyways, I think I go kill something. Yeah, I go kill something, I think. No, actually, I do kill it. I kill it. I kill him. No, I take down the... I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna go adjust the camera. Like, oh crap, you idiot, what did you do? I feel like the Pikmin AI is a lot more aggressive in this game, and they're just walking by. Like, this is the derpiest they are, in my opinion. Like, in Pikmin 2 and in Pikmin 3, you can throw a Pikmin at, like, a pellet posy to knock it down, and then when they're done, they'll go pick it up. Okay? So, yeah. So I leave those guys there to go help speed things up. And then I get that. And I go get them. So yeah. I don't really know what to say right here. I'd probably be doing some derping stuff. I don't know, just derping around. That's just an adjective, like, what does that even mean? But anyways, back to what I was saying about nothing. Those are clovers. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. Because what I was saying about the Pikmin, like, being kind of dumb. They're like, they just kind of return to you instead of getting the item like you want them to. But, you know, they fix it. So what I do right here ends up, like, stopping them from bringing it to the thing, and I didn't realize it would. So I don't, like, realize that I don't get those until, like, the next day, when it's like, well, that's still there. Anyways, that is Nectar. It instantly brings your Pikmin from leaf to flower level. That can also be aside from grass there, which I believe is called honeyweed, according to the developers or something. But I had to go do something there. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, so those rocks also have nectar in them. No, it's called nectar weed, I believe. I don't remember. So I leave that corpse there. And yeah, they go knock down that fence. But there's 3 stages of any Pikmin. There is leaf, which is the bottom, and then the bud, and then the flower. The buds are about the hardest to get, in my opinion, in Pikmin 2 and 3. Because in Pikmin 1, you can be deranked from damage in battle. And that happens in Pikmin 2, but they don't go to bud, they just go straight to leaf. But anyways, as they go in rank, they become more... They have, I guess, a better nervous system, is what it's described as, if that makes sense. Where, like, they go faster, and then they stumble less, and all that stuff. They just have, like, better reflexes and stuff. And I don't know if they do any more damage, or if they attack more often. But, like, they move faster, and that's helpful, because they don't get left behind. I can see there, like, the petals falling off, with some of my flowers turning into buds. And then if a flower dies in battle, in Pikmin 1 only, they have a chance of, like, leaving a seed there, which when you come back later, like the next day, it will be a planted Pikmin, which is kind of annoying. Like, it's great that you don't really lose that net Pikmin, but, like, when you try to get a whole bunch of it, it's like, oh no, there's, like, 12 of them that are scattered throughout the game. Area. But anyways, back to what I was saying on the HUD, I got completely sidetracked. So, that little corner is your health, and then as you can see, there's the one that's a yellow. I'm gonna get back to the HUD. So that's a yellow. They're considered the most useless. They can be thrown high, and they can carry bombs in this game, which were removed from Pikmin 2. Although the bombs weren't going to be used by all Pikmin, they're like, let's give them to yellows, you know, to make them a little more useful. But, back to the HUD. If you see by the picture of the red Pikmin, that shows me what Pikmin I'm about to throw, color, and rank. The 76, is how many are currently under my control. The number next to that is the number that are on the field, and the number next to that are the total number of Pikmin I have. Great. Although I believe it's actually impossible to get all that, like, maxed out to 9s. Because you can only have, I think, 999 Pikmin in each onion. So if you were to use, like, Action Replay, which I actually did once, to max out the onions, and, like, to max out all your Pikmin, whenever you put Pikmin in the onion, they actually die, which is kind of funny. But anyway, so, I'm gonna get the yellows. I was gonna save one of those corpses for the yellows, but I don't ever get enough yellows by the end of the day. But, I think during one of my playthroughs, I think to get ready for this, or just to do it, or just to play the game, I was plucking Pikmin seeds from the ground, like, as the 10-second timer was going down, which you'll see later. And there's a little, like, time between the Pikmin is considered, like, idle, which is when they can die, they're just kind of dull, and when they're in your group, and it hit 0 and it hadn't been registered in my group yet, so he died. Yeah, so that's just talking about, oh yeah, it's almost dark. It's on top of the screen, you see the little sun that's moving along. That is your timer for the game. It basically says, here's how productive you've been, and then in the top right-hand corner is what day you're on. So I give that to the reds right there, because I'm like, I'm not really going to use yellows. The bombs, yeah, those are helpful. In Pikmin, in the GameCube version of Pikmin, if you throw a yellow with the bomb, they don't turn the dull yellow color. And if you whistle to them, they drop their bomb. And this is removed in the new Play Control version of it. Because I believe, although it was intentional, they decided this was really annoying. Because it didn't, like, work half the time. And it's like, oh yeah, it just was like, oh crap, you killed half of them. So it was really frustrating. So yeah. I'm gonna collect them. Any seeds left in the ground overnight will be fine. So, yeah. I just kind of assumed they were all on the ground at this point. So that's the end of the day. And that happened. So you're going to go through your cutscene. This is going to have all the Pikmin in your group. And then they're going to go back to their onions. Any ones that are idle in the safety area kind of just automatically go back. And then they go into their respective onions. If you have, on the first day you discover Pikmin, their onion isn't in that circle. But they'll be safe if they're in the circle near your ship. But there's no circle near an onion until Pikmin 3, I believe. So yeah, you get your cutscene. This is where it would show if anyone was left behind. I don't think I've left anyone behind yet. This Let's Play, although it has happened before. Just leaving them behind. Anyways, so 2 days since Impact, this is where it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I gotta get these ship parts and stuff. And, the radar is, you have to find that. That's really easy, really early on in the game. It's talking about here's how you use it. And, yeah, more ship log. You can use extra ship logs at the end of the day or on the file select screen, I think. That's a little graph telling you how your Pikmin population has changed over the day. I didn't save, because I didn't want to, like, mess up or something.